Do you think top American athletes are always swimming in money? Well, it's true now, but it wasn't always this way. One of America's oldest and most prestigious leagues literally owned its players for decades, controlling their salaries and even preventing them from joining other teams. Yes, we're talking about MLB. Imagine this. You're a phenomenal athlete, the best in baseball, but after your contract ends, you can't join another team. No other team is allowed to pay you. You either play for peanuts with your current team or retire. This wasn't fiction. It was the reality for MLB stars for almost a century, thanks to the reserve clause. This rule first appeared in 1879, allowing a club to reserve a player for their entire professional career. Essentially, the team owned the rights to the athlete, like property. The U.S. Supreme Court even upheld this practice in 1922, granting baseball immunity from antitrust laws. What were the consequences? Salaries were artificially suppressed, and players had no say in where they played. This even affected legends like Babe Ruth. Though he was highly paid for his time, his $80,000 in 1930 is peanuts compared to the tens of millions modern stars earn. Many other baseball stars had to work during the off-season because their playing salary simply wasn't enough. It was a system where clubs held absolute power and players were, in essence, their property. But could it last forever? The situation of tied-down athletes couldn't last forever. It all started with Curt case. In 1969, this star outfielder refused a trade and sued MLB. Although he lost his case in the Supreme Court in 1972, his courageous act became a powerful catalyst. He drew attention to the injustice and inspired others. A pivotal role in these changes was played by Marvin, the brilliant leader of the Major League Baseball Players Association, or MLBPA. He transformed a weak union into one of the most powerful in American sports, teaching players to understand their market value. The culmination came in December 1975. Independent arbitrator Peter Seitz issued a landmark ruling in the case of pitchers Andy Messersmith and Dave McNally. These players had played a season without a contract, and Seitz ruled. The reserve clause could not extend indefinitely. Players gained the right to become free agents. This decision sparked a true revolution. It effectively abolished the reserve clause and paved the way for free agency. From then on, baseball players could negotiate with different teams, offering their services to the highest bidder. This led to a rapid increase in salaries and transformed MLB into a league with some of the highest individual contracts in the world of sports. Today, baseball stars earn tens of millions of dollars annually. This is a direct result of players fighting for their rights. However, despite these changes, MLB still has unique mechanisms that limit the earnings of young players. These are the team control and salary arbitration systems. What does this mean? For the first 6 years of an MLB career, a player is under full team control. For the first 3 years, they typically earn only the league minimum salary, currently around $740,000 per year. Even if this player is a superstar, like Juan Soto was early in his career, their earnings are significantly limited compared to NBA or NFL players who can sign multi-million-dollar contracts right after the draft. After 3 years and until their 6th season, a player is eligible for salary arbitration. Their salary increases, but they still cannot negotiate on the open market. They remain property of the team. Only after 6 years of service in MLB does a player finally become a full free agent. This system differentiates MLB from other major U.S. leagues. So, while the days of ownership are gone, the legacy of player control still persists in MLB. It's a league with multi-million-dollar contracts, but also one that held its stars on a short leash for the longest and most strictly. Do you think this system is fair? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.